Good morning, students. In last class, we have learned the second chapter, that is forms of business organization. In that forms of business organization, you have already studied sole trading concern and another form of business organization, that is Hindu undivided family. In this class, we are going to learn the another type of forms of business organization, that is partnership. Partnership ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಲುದಾರಿಕೆ. What is partnership or define partnership ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ it come for a 2 mark question. It's a 2 mark question. As per define means you have to write this only. What is the definition or what is the meaning of partnership? Means Indian Partnership Act of 1932. Indian Partnership Act of 1932 defines the partnership is a relation between two persons who have agreed to share the profit of the business, carried by all or any one of them acting for all. That is, according to the Indian Partnership Act of 1932, a partnership is defined as an agreement or it's a relation between two or more persons who have agreed to share the profits of the business carried by all or any one of them acting for all. This partnership should be registered or it should be existence under the Partnership Act of 1932. This Partnership Act of 1932 defines partnership means it's the relationship between persons. Persons means here more than two persons. It's a relationship between two or more persons who have agreed to share the profit. Not only the profit, they will make an agreement to share the profit or loss of the business. It's a relationship or partnership is an agreement between two or more persons. It's an agreement between two or more persons who have agreed to share the profit or loss of the business. They can make an agreement, they will make an agreement to share the profit or loss of the business, and this business is carried by all. This business is carried by all the members of the partnership. Otherwise, it should be any one of them acting for all. By the consent of all the partners, any one of the partner is doing the work or taking the responsibilities of all these partners. That is, according to the Indian Partnership Act of 1932, defines partnership as the relation between the persons. Persons means it may be two or more persons who have agreed to share the profit or loss of the business. And the business is carried by all the members, all the partners of the business, or any one person is acting for all the partners in the business. This is the meaning or the definition of partnership. Then, what are the features of partnership firm? What are the features of partnership firm? ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಗುಣಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು. ಏನೇನು ಗುಣಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿದೆ? What are the features of partnership firm? The first feature of partnership is formation. Before going to start a business, we have to form a partnership, isn't it? How to form a partnership means the partnership firm is formed under the Partnership Act of 1932. This partnership is registered or existence under the Indian Partnership Act of 1932, and there is a legal formalities required to form a partnership. In previous classes, you have learned that Hindu undivided family and the sole trading concern. For both of the forms of business organization, there is no need of legal requirements to form a sole trading concern and Hindu undivided family. But for the registration of partnership or to existence of the partnership, it should be under the Act of Indian Partnership Act of 1932, and this partnership should be compulsorily registered and it should take a legal formalities. It should follow the legal formalities to form a partnership. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪಾಲುದಾರಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ಕಡ್ಡಾಯವಾಗಿ 1932 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ನೀವು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ನ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. And if you start a partnership firm, you have to take a legal formalities to start a partnership firm. For sole trading concept and for Hindu undivided family, there is no need to take a legal formalities, but in partnership firm, it is compulsory to register under the Indian Partnership Act of 1932, and it should follow the legal formalities. That is the first feature of partnership firm. Then, what is the second feature? Means number of partners. Number of partners. If you want to start a partnership, how many number of partners should be there? Means to start a partnership, there should be a minimum 2 members. There should be a minimum 2 members. Minimum ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 2 ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. There is a maximum limit of 50 members to start a partnership firm. ಒಂದು ಪಾಲುದಾರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನೀವು ಶುರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 2 ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಇರಲೇಬೇಕು. And the maximum number of members in the partnership is 50. This maximum and minimum number of partners, they can ask for one more question. What is the minimum number of members in the partnership? Minimum anta kelidara we have to write only 2. If you have rated 2, they will get 1 marks. Antandre minimum ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. But if they ask for maximum, you have to write 50. When they ask for 1 mark, what is the minimum number of partners for partnership? Means the minimum to start a partnership firm, the minimum number of partners is 2 and the maximum number of partners is 50. This is another feature of partnership firm, that is the number of partners. First, you have formed the partnership firm under the Partnership Act of 1932, and there should be a legal formalities required for the start of partnership firm. And what is the minimum number of members to start a partnership? That is the minimum 2 members and the maximum is 50. Then, what is the third feature of partnership firm? It's a continuity. Continuity ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿರಂತರತೆ, ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಡೆಸುವಂತದ್ದು. It may be the choice of partners. Continuity means this partnership may be come to an end by the death, insolvency or retirement of any partner. ಯಾವಾಗ it may be come to an end ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, I have told you the minimum number of members is 2. The minimum number of members is 2. If the partnership contains only 3 members, if the partnership has contained only 3 members, out of 3 members, one of the partner has got died and another partner will get retirement antadaga, the remaining partner will be a 1 partner and it cannot continue as a partnership because the minimum number to start a partnership is 2. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಟಿ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, ನಿರಂತರತೆ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, it will depends on the partners. It will depend on the number of partners to close or to run the partnership. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, ಆ 3 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಡೆತ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ಡೆತ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ರಿಟೈರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಉಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಒಬ್ಬನೇ. ಆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್, ಅವನು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಈಸ್ 2. ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ದ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಆನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಡೆತ್ ಆರ್ ಬೈ ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಇನ್ಸಾಲ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಅವನು ನಷ್ಟವನ್ನ ಹೊಂದೋದು, ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಪಾಪರ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಪಾಪರ್ ಚೀಟಿ ತಗೊಂಡು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಸಾಲ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮೇ ಕಮ್ ಟು ಆನ್ ಎಂಡ್ or otherwise if there are more than 10 members in a partnership, if there are more than 10 members in a partnership ಅಂದಾಗ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಡೆತ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ರಿಟೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the remaining partners is 8. These 8 partners may continue the business. The other remaining 8 partners may continue the business. It will completely depends on the situation and in the hands of the remaining partners. That is continuity ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿರಂತರತೆ. This partnership firm can maybe come to an end by the death, insolvency or retirement of any partner, or it may be run by the remaining partners. That is the third feature of partnership firm. Then what is the fourth feature of partnership firm? Means decision making. Decision making. Here, for doing any work, each and every partner should be take decision. It should not be by the only one person, because all the partners have invested the amount and all the partners should be considered equally. That is taken with the mutual consent of all the partners. ಆ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೋ ಬೈ ದ ಮ್ಯೂಚುವಲ್ ಕನ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರ ಒಪ್ಪಿಗೆಯನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು they have to take a one proper decision. But in sole trading ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, in HUF ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, only Karta and the sole proprietor has the right to take a decision and they should not be answerable to any person. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. They can take their own decision. But if we come to partnership, decision making ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ they have to take a mutual consent of all the partners while taking a proper decision. Then risk bearing. Risk bearing is nothing but ನಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. I have already told you in the meaning and the definition. It's the relation between person who have agreed to share the profit or loss. Who have agreed to share the profit or loss. ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಬರುವಂತ ಲಾಭ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ನಷ್ಟವನ್ನ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. They have to share. By sharing the profit or loss, there will be a two methods. By sharing a profit or loss, there will be a two methods. What are the two methods? Means one is sharing profit and loss equally and according to the capital ratio. According to the capital ratio. What is the equally and capital ratio? Means equally means even a number of partners. There are three to four number of partners. Whatever the amount they invested as capital, if they will get an equal share of profit and loss. Whatever the amount they have invested, extra investment in. For example, ಮೂವರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಬ್ಬ 50,000, ಒಬ್ಬ 1 lakh, ಒಬ್ಬ 2 lakh ಹಾಕಿದಾನೆ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ whatever the number of whatever the amount ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಾರು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. Otherwise, it should be under capital ratio ಅಂತಂದಾಗ 5:10:15 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆಂತಂದ್ರೆ 50,000 1 lakh 2 lakh ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the profit should be shared among the partners according to their capital investment. ಅವ್ರು ಹಾಕಿರುವಂತ ಬಂಡವಾಳದ ಅನುಪಾತದಲ್ಲಿ you have learned in 10th standard or in mathematics in high school ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುಪಾತ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ratios. According to the ratios, the profit and loss shared by the partners. There are two methods. That is the risk bearing. That is any risk should be borne, any risk should be available in an organization. It should be shared by all the partners according to the agreement. In an agreement they have mentioned it may be equal or according to the capital ratio. Then the last feature of forms of business organization is mutual agencies. Mutual agency. I have already told you in meaning, that is this business has carried by all or any one of them acting for all. What is that? Carried by all means the partnership business should be carried by all the persons of a partnership or by the mutual consent of all the partners. Any one partner should take a responsibility to run the partnership. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಸೇರಿ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಅದರ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಬದಲಾಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಒಂದು ಹೊಣೆಗಾರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿನ ತಗೊಂಡು he can run the business. That is the mutual agencies means it is carried by all or any one of them acting for all. Carried by all ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸೇರಿ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. any one of them acting for all ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. That is mutual agency. These are the meaning and the features of partnership firm. Then what are the advantages of partnership firm? I have already told you in sole trading also, HUF also, there will be a meaning, features, merits and demerits. Here also in partnership also it's a meaning, features, merits. What is the merits? ಏನು ಅನುಕೂಲಗಳೇನೇನು while starting a partnership or at the time of starting a partnership firm? The first merit of partnership firm is easy formation. You can easily form the partnership firm by making an agreement between two or more persons. By making an agreement between two or more persons. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಬ್ರು ಅಥವಾ ಇಬ್ಬರಿಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಒಪ್ಪಂದವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ ನಂತರ we form the partnership firm and it should be registered under the Partnership Act of 1932. First, before going to register, we should make an agreement between two or more persons. If we make an agreement between two or more persons to start a business, we can easily form the partnership firm. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಅಥವಾ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ಒಪ್ಪಂದವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ we can easily start the partnership firm. Then the second merit is more funds. More funds. Funds is nothing but capital. Here in partnership, I have already told you there should be a minimum of 2 members and the maximum is 50. Minimum ಇಬ್ಬರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, maximum ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ 50 ಜನ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ each and every partner should be invest capital to the partnership firm. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿನೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ಗೆ ಫಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇಫ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್, ಇಫ್ ಒನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ 50,000 means it should be by 50%, that is 5 5s are 25. It has become 25 lakhs of capital, that is more funds. ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರು ಸಮವಾಗಿ ಹಾಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಬ್ರು 25,000 ಹಾಕೋದು, ಒಬ್ರು 50 ಹಾಕೋದು, ಒಬ್ರು 1 lakh ಹಾಕೋದು. ಇಫ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ increases. That's why the another advantages of partnership firm is more funds. If the number of partners increases, the capital investment will also increases. Then the third merit is sharing risk. Sharing risk, I have already told you in features, that is the profit and loss. The profit and loss ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, the risk should be shared among the partners. It may be equal or it may be capital ratio. ಸಮವಾದರೂ ಹಂಚ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಅವರ ಬಂಡವಾಳದ ಅನುಪಾತ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಂಚ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿ ಅವ್ರು ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು the risk borne by each and every partner will become less. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಗೆ ಬರುವಂತಹ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗೋದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸೋಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡಿಂಗ್ ಕನ್ಸರ್ನ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಬೇರ್ ಬೈ ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 person. ಅವನೊಬ್ಬನೇ ನಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಶೇರ್ಡ್ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್. ಆಯಾ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಶೇರ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ದ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್. Then the last merit in partnership firm, that is secrecy. Secrecy ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರಹಸ್ಯ. Here also we can maintain a secrecy in the partnership firm. How it means, we need not to submit the accounts or records to the outsiders or the banks to the for references. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಹ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ we need not to show to other people. ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿಸುವಂತ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. That's why there can be a maintenance of secrecy between the partners in the partnership firm. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. We cannot show the accounts maintained by partnership to other persons. ಬೇರೆಯವರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸದೇ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ they cannot know what is the loss, how much is the loss, how much is the profit and how much is the gain. So we can easily maintain secrecy in the partnership firm. So in this class you have learned the definition of partnership, the features of partnership and the merits of partnership. In next class we are going to learn what are the demerits of partnership and what are the types of partnership, what are the types of partners. So many topics are there related to partners and it is very important topic, students. When compared to sole trading and joint Hindu family, this partnership is very important. You can get any type of questions related to partnership. Okay students, thank you.